So today I'm doing my case analysis on Moderna. So I'll cover four things: why they're a platform company, how they developed a COVID vaccine so far, how their testing different, uh, uh, how their testing differs from a traditional pharma, and then I'll apply the platform idea to a company outside pharma. So let's get into it. So, what actually makes Moderna a platform company? The core answer is mRNA. So, this case uses this great analogy. mRNA is like the iPhone, and each drug or vaccine is an app built on top of it. So, one platform and many products. Uh, if they prove mRNA works for one disease, that same technology works for all the others too. And that's completely different from a traditional pharma where you basically start from scratch every single time. Um, the other piece is LNPs, that is lipid nanoparticles, which are the delivery vehicle for the mRNA. So mRNA is the software, LNPs are the hardware. So together they are the full platform. And then there's the flagship pioneering, the firm that created Moderna. So their whole model, it starts with the radical what if question. In this case, it's what if mRNA could actually be used as a drug? And they work backwards from there. So it's not market need driven, it is hypothesis driven. And the benefits are huge. Learning from one drug spills over into all the others, and Moderna was running 23 programs simultaneously in 2020, and they attracted totally different type of investor, textile investors who understand platform value, not just traditional pharma investors who only care about one drug at a time. This is a really impressive part. Genome posted January 11th, vaccine design January 13th, literally 2 days later. The first clinical batch was manufactured on February 7th, the first human trial March 16th, phase 3 by July 2020. 6 months total. The previous fastest anyone had done this was 20 months for SARS, and Moderna cut that by 90%. So, how? Four things. First, the mRNA platform. This was their 10th vaccine. So, they'd already done nine others, including prior coronavirus work on the MERS with Fauci team at NIH. So they already knew which spike protein would trigger an immune response. So when the genome dropped, they could design the vaccine in hours and not months. Second, digitization. The Norwood plant is completely paperless, so every machine is connected through the Internet of Things. Um, Electronic batch records replace stacks of paper. And Bansal literally said, we designed the vaccine on the computer. Thirdly, AI. They had 20 algorithms running in production by early 2020, and one of them did DNA quality checks with superhuman accuracy, and the others predicted clinical trial outcomes faster than any human could. And fourth, manufacturing. By building their own plant in Norwood, instead of relying on contract manufacturers, they had full control and zero handoff delays. Bansal said they would have had no chance of moving that fast otherwise. Traditional vaccine development takes 10 to 15 years and runs completely sequentially. So phase 1 ends and then phase 2 starts and then phase 3. Animal testing happens first. Clinical trials are often outsourced to third parties, and manufacturing is treated as a commodity, something that just happens at the very end once everything else is done. So Moderna flipped this completely. So they overlap phases where the FDA allowed. Phase 1 was 45 people testing safety. By the time phase 3 launched, it was 30,000 people, and the FDA did rolling review, meaning Moderna could submit phase 1 data while phase 2 was already running in parallel. Now, if we connect this to the module content on testing, phase 1 maps to alpha testing. So that's verifying safety before anything goes wider. And phase 2 is beta, a more controlled group testing efficacy and side effects. Phase 3 is closer to gamma, that is large scale real world conditions with no expectation of major changes coming out of it. And the AI quality checks during manufacturing are actually the part of the testing too. So they were catching errors faster and more accurately than human reviewers could. So which company outside pharma already operates like this? Tesla. Tesla's platform is its battery architecture and software stack. Just like the mRNA is Moderna's core technology, Tesla's core is the battery platform combined with software that runs everything on it. So the Model S3, XY, Cybertruck, those are all different drugs built on the same underlying platform. And the over the air software updates are essentially Moderna's continuously improving its algorithm. So every car gets smarter without any physical changes. The organizational parallels are actually really striking if you think about it. Tesla committed to digitization before they had meaningful revenue. Exactly like Moderna. So they built gigafactories in house rather than outsourcing manufacturers. Exactly like Norwood. And every Tesla on the road sends driving data back to improve autopilot, which creates the same virtuous cycle Moderna has. More trials, more data, better algorithms, and better outcomes. So even the energy products, Powerol, Solar Roof, are platform extensions into adjacent markets. So Moderna is doing the exact same thing, extending beyond vaccines into cancer and heart failure treatments. So to wrap it up quickly, MRA is a platform and not just the drug, and that's the fundamental insight of this whole case. So Moderna moved so fast because of four things working together: prior platform knowledge, full digitization, AI, and vertically integrated manufacturing. They compress 10 to 15 years into 6 months by overlapping phases and going completely paperless. So the contrast with traditional pharma is stark. I mean, sequential versus parallel, outsourced versus integrated, paper heavy versus digital first. And Tesla shows the exact same platform logic. It, it works outside pharma, and one core technology, many products, and a learning group that makes everything smart over time. So that's about it, and thank you so much for listening.